everybody, welcome back to the King's Court featuring King Nick eating breakfast. I'm your host, King Nick, and as it says on the box, I'm eating breakfast. What's today's breakfast, do you ask? Taquitos. They are not generally a breakfast food as far as I know. Chicken and cheese taquitos. We buy these at Aldi. They're really cheap and really good. Really good. So to start off breakfast with good news, the temperature is falling. It's getting colder. I'm happy. Ha 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 ha. It's threatening to not break 80 today, which I am elated about. I can't stand hot weather at all, at all. So yeah, the temperature's gonna fall, maybe forever. Anyway, so let's start off with some video game news. Edmund McMillan has been busy. Very busy. Hold on one second. Let me check something. Hey, cat. What's up, Kisa? Or no, you cake. My stream's acting funny. Anyway, Edmund McMillan has been busy. He has, of course, been working on Afterbirth Cross, which is the newest expansion to Afterbirth. I don't know if you'll actually have to pay for it or not, but it will. It's the next thing after Afterbirth, so there are going to be more bosses. I think a new character, I'm not sure, and a bunch of new items. I don't think any new floors, but maybe I'll be surprised. He's also doing The Legend of Bumbo, which is, I think, an RPG based on the character Bumbo from Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Last year, he announced Super Meat Boy 2 is a project that they're working on. And Super Meat Boy Forever, which I think is just, I would assume rather, is a never-ending Meat Boy game. It's like probably procedurally generated. But other than that, they just recently announced a new game starring Steven, who starred in an earlier game of Edmund's called Time. I can't say it because of the grandma filter. And so he's getting a new game in that. That looks like a it looks like a platformer. It's being described as a Mega Man Isaac crossover. It looks pretty cool so far from the one screenshot I've seen. They've also recently announced Watch Dogs 2. Well, they released a new character, that's what I should say. They didn't so much announce Watch Dogs 2. My big question is, what city are they going to screw up next? Because I live in Illinois, and for a few years lived in Chicago, in the city of Chicago. I need to lower the camera. Lower camera. There we go. So yeah, I actually lived in the city of Chicago for a few years, and when I got to play over Watch Dogs, that city of Chicago looked nothing like the city of Chicago I knew. Like, they had the major buildings in the loop, right? But immediately to the west of the loop is a small dirt country road, where I know for a fact there was a college, UIC. Check it out. It's actually a very well-known college around the country, so the fact that they left it out is kind of, like, that's a big thing, dude. But I guess they wanted a diverse map, but you don't get that in a big city. In a big city, you get city and smaller city. Done. Oh, and I meant to actually move on to the next topic after the bite, but whatever. Watch Dogs was the most disappointing game I've played in recent memory. I was so excited it was gonna be like, in my mind's eye, it was gonna be an Assassin's Creed. It was gonna be an Assassin's Creed like techno thriller, kind of like you're doing the same stuff you're doing in Assassin's Creed, but it's modern day and you can hack computers. But it was just Assassin's Creed, like, well, it wasn't even Assassin's Creed. There was no Assassin's Creed in it. It was Grand Theft Auto meets computer guy. That was it. I'm like, oh, come on, that sucks. Anyway, on to the next point. Life is Strange Episode 1 has been made free on Steam, so go log into Steam, make sure you download that, get it for free. I have yet to play it, but I have downloaded it. I actually downloaded it today. Eat this last bite. Anyway, I have to do something while I'm taking bites. That way you don't just, no, this guy's just eating. So, Elder Scrolls Legends, there's more news about that. From what I can tell, it's similar to Hearthstone. It's going to be a card game based on the Hearthstone, or on the Elder Scrolls lore. But I haven't read into it. All I can tell you about it is what I just told you, and that's speculation on my part, which seems to be a very lucrative way to go about making videos on YouTube. Anyway, it turns out, back to Overwatch news, because there's always going to be Overwatch news apparently. But it turns out that if you have 3 people playing Ana on your team in Overwatch, you're able to force opponents to be booted due to inactivity. It turns out if they time their sleep arrows right, your opponent won't move for so long that they'll be booted from the game. So there's that. That's actually kind of mean. They need to fix that. They actually today released a patch making Ana stronger and making McCree weaker again. Apparently McCree is incredibly strong and I'm just unaware of it entirely. I have never had a good game playing as McCree. The anticipated sandbox game, No Man's Sky, has been pushed back once again. I'm not terribly infected by it. My 2 friends, the Space Cops, Jeff and Scott, they are incredibly enthusiastic about this game, so I'm imagining that they're angry about it. By the way, mentioning them, they're about to start their channel. I've heard news that they have started their channel, but I'm unable to find it, so I'll get back to you. Stay tuned here, and I'll give you a link to find it when I get one. But yeah, No Man's Sky has been pushed back. Also pushed back is Pokemon Go Plus. They're saying it's not going to be released in July, which is weird to me because I thought the release date was initially in August. So I have to do more research on that too, because I could have swore it was going to be August 1st release date, but apparently not. Stay tuned. Blah, 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 blah. As soon as I know more, I'll tell you more. On to movie news, because there's not a lot of game news going on. Also, there's not a lot of movie news going on, just in my personal opinion. I'm aware that Suicide Squad is coming out. After that, I don't know of any other movies coming out in the next 2 weeks. Some kind of bleh on my new movie news. I'm gonna see Suicide Squad. I'll do a movie review here of Suicide Squad, so come check that out as soon as it launches. There's apparently gonna be a new Blair Witch movie. I'm gonna let that sit there. Take a bite of this taquito. The Blair Witch movie is getting another movie. I don't know if it's a sequel, a prequel, a follow-up, or a remake, or reboot, or any of our various tools to keep making movies forever. But it's going to come out. Keep in mind, Blair Witch already has 2 sequels. It is a middling movie when it first came out. It's not worth a second watch. If anybody's ever told you they've seen the Blair Witch Project more than one time, they are crazy, have no idea what a good movie is, and should not be your friend. But there's no reason to watch the Blair Witch Project more than once. So the fact that we're getting a 4th movie in this installment, decades after the first one, God, good luck with it. God bless you. That's what I was going to say. So, also getting a new sequel is Harry Potter. My wife Ninjabo is more excited about this than I am. It's apparently starring an American. Well, it's not starring an American. It's featuring the American wizard world. And I don't know. Other than that, I have no clue. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, despite what you think of me. Despite being an obvious Pikachu wizard. Also getting a movie is Gears of War. I read this today. Boo! Oh, it's Banana Cat. I read that Gears of War is potentially getting a movie today. And while I was resistant to it immediately, for a moment, or after a moment, I got to sit down and think about it. And yeah, Gears of War. Why not? Gears of War movie, sure. It's got the hyper violence that you need to make an action movie in this day and age. It has a pretty loyal following of fans, and it has a decent story. It actually has it has enough of a story that you can base a movie in stories around the story that is some stuff that's not concrete. So yeah, why not? It can get a movie and I won't be mad. It doesn't make sense to me. I might see it, but it makes a... Like, I would rather see a Gears of War movie than a Zelda movie, because Gears has characters that talk and a story, and Zelda has a guy in dungeons who's silent for days on end and talks to nobody. There aren't even NPCs like that he interacts with on a regular basis unless he's walked through a town, and how much action is going on in a town. You know, Zelda wouldn't make a good movie. Like Mario didn't make a good movie. But Gears might. So meh. Moving on from movie news, personal stories, personal news. The Ren Fair was fun. We got to see Mooney, which is our general goal there. We didn't get to see the Clan Tinker because they weren't there yet, so I'm kind of sad about that. I like the Clan Tinker. If you've never seen the Clan Tinker, go check them out. They're a family of acrobats and jugglers, and they do a really good circus show. We took my nephew, mine and Ninjabo's nephew, and he had a blast. His mother had a blast. I actually said, since there was no Clan Tinker, while they took the nephew, I need to give him a screen name. While they took the nephew to the kids area, I sat down and watched a puppet show called Dead Bob, Deadbob. He's pretty funny. He's a ventriloquist who wears a mask to cover his face, which makes me wonder, is he even a ventriloquist at that point? Yeah, so Dead Bob was funny, but he's not really a ventriloquist in my head. But maybe he is. Excuse me. Mega Man X might make a good movie. This is in reference to Angel Banana Cat. I believe Zelda would make a decent movie, but it would be boring. Mega Man X would probably make the best movie. You're right. Yeah, so Dead Bob, we saw Mooney, who is a whistling acrobat juggler, blah, 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 but no Clan Tinker. We were rained out. Lightning actually struck something in the parking lot really close to us, scared the heck out of the little nephew who's 2 years old. But it was fun nonetheless. On Friday, which today's Thursday as I'm shooting this, and we'll be posting it, on Friday we will learn what turkey is. It's the turkey giblet party. Turkey will reveal itself to us. And I'll share that information with you after I learn it, probably next week. Actually, probably in the next Isaac video I make after we learn it. The house hunt continues. We thought we struck gold last week, but we were outbid on a house that we tried to put an offer in on. But no sad faces. We're just gonna pile right through and find a better house. Wish me luck on this house hunt. We're gonna be looking again today. Da, 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 da. I will be attending a LAN party at one of our family friends' house. I'll be attending a LAN party this weekend. I will not be streaming it. I feel like the bandwidth will not support it, but we will be playing at least Overwatch and maybe some Evolve because it's been made free. So that's probably the plan for the LAN party. Ninjaba will not be at the LAN party. She will be spending time with her brother in Ohio. Wish her safe travels. And they're doing something Harry Potter related because those two like Harry Potter a lot more than I do. Alright, last thing. I want to say that I have been doing some what I call throwback videos. They are Isaac videos that look like when I first began recording. There's no camera, there's no chat. I'm not streaming them, I'm straight recording them and posting them like I used to do when I first started the channel. I'm doing this because those are the videos I personally like to watch. It's again a throwback to what the channel used to look like before I started the the camera, the chat, and all the fancy backgrounds and all the stuff. So yeah, check out one of my. By the time this is live, I'll have 2 Isaac videos up, 2 Isaac throwbacks up. Check them out. Let me know what you think. Throw a comment on them. They are a traditional, old school Let's Play. I'm trying to get back to my roots. My anniversary of when I became a streamer, a YouTuber rather, is coming up. It's August 1st. That's when I first posted. That's when I posted my very first Isaac video. It was August 1st, 2015. So we'll be coming up to my 1 year, I think on Monday. Had to look at my calendar. On Monday we'll be coming up to my 1 year. Expect me to do something pretty not cool, but I'll think it's pretty cool then. But check it out and start follow my Isaac Let's Plays. If they have any success, I'll start doing the same thing with Overwatch. I intend to stream Overwatch still. Thursdays are going to be my stream days, and every other day I'm going to be posting stuff. But thank you for that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I hate that transition there. I need to work on it. So I guess I'm going to close it up. I'm going to take this last bite. Always make sure you chew your food thoroughly. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like the video, click like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'm going to be streaming Overwatch later today. I have Isaac videos being posted as the days roll. And I'm going to be working on more projects just as things come up. But for now, thank you for joining me, and you have a good day. Bye.